Hi, I'm Harrison from YouthGottit.com, and today I'm presenting 21 Bridges. So this film stars Chadwick Boseman as a cop. He's around 30 years old, and he's known as this prolific cop killer. So anyone who kills a cop he basically goes after, and he's known as this kind of he doesn't really follow the rules, and that's his whole kind of image within New York. But really, it all stems back from when his dad was killed by a cop killer, obviously, because his dad was a policeman, and he basically kind of goes around solving. He's now a detective, and it kind of all starts off with him having to justify why he killed a cop killer. So you see this all unfolding, and out of nowhere, you see two guys break into this restaurant in the middle of New York, thinking that they found they basically do a cocaine heist. It turns out there's a hell of a lot more than they thought there would be, and police are on their way, and they think they've been set up, but suddenly out of nowhere they thought they would be making kind of obviously a lot of money, like a couple $100,000, and suddenly they've got $1 million between them. So in the kind of breakout, because there's cops there, we don't really know why it could have all been set up. We don't really understand yet. They kill 7 cops. So this big prolific cop killer, Chadwick Boseman, goes after them with full force from the FBI and kind of the NYPD, and you kind of get a bit more of a insight into why the kind of NYPD are so, obviously they're cop killers, so it's a big deal, but why they're so kind of invested in catching these two guys, because it's not all as it seems, and it kind of exposes kind of the police department and like kind of dodgy. It's basically kind of a story showing how are the bad guys really the bad guys and that kind of thing. But I think although I think that it's kind of it's a good kind of film and stuff, and a great action film. Like some of the chases and stuff are great. I think that towards the end, I think although the story was good, it was quite formulaic. As in, I think the twist at the end was quite kind of predictable, and I think even then it was. I think the film just struggled to kind of establish itself as what it wanted to be. I didn't really understand, because I think the one way they could have solved this was going into more detail about his dad and stuff, because we're told from the very start that his dad was killed by a cop killer, but you don't really, apart from that, it doesn't really go into that much, and I feel it kind of gets drowned out by the rest of the story. Probably, I think my favourite bit is, as I said, the chase scenes. They are just the choreography, the actual sights and stuff, because it all happens within 5 hours, where the bridges have gone down because they get given a time limit. Hence why it's called 21 Bridges, because all the bridges surrounding the island of Manhattan are all completely kind of opened up, so they can't get out and stuff. But yeah, as the kind of action scenes, and there's some kind of little clever ways that the main kind of one of the main kind of bad guys is running around. It's just I think the chase scene is probably my favourite bit. Going on from that, I think that fans of Chadwick Boseman and the Russo brothers, because obviously they produced it, I think this is definitely a film for you if you're into that kind of fast-paced action. Just kind of want to switch your head off and just watch kind of because it's beautiful in terms of the shots and stuff, and cinematically it's really great, and lovely shots of New York and stuff. But yeah, I think that definitely fans of Chadwick Boseman and Russo brothers will definitely like it. So for kind of a couple of reasons why I said and that, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.